And we are back with Dr. Whitney Oakley with Guilford County Schools. She is answering your questions. The number is at the bottom of your screen, 336-379-5775. All right, here's a few of the questions that we're getting right now. If you're going to a Guilford County high school, can you also take college classes at GTCC, or do you have to be in a middle college program?
Our comprehensive high school students absolutely are encouraged to take classes at GTCC, and it often fits into their schedule in different ways, so they can work with their counselor during the registration period, but you don't have to be enrolled in a middle college to access those courses. We have students who go take 2 or 3 courses in the afternoon or in the morning. It just depends on which classes they want to take, the proximity to campus, but we're trying to encourage more and more of that. It's called College and Career Promise, and it's a great way to get tuition-free college credit before you graduate from high school.
Don't we like to not have to pay some college tuition and get that out of the way already? Okay, this next question, it says, actually it's a bunch of questions together. It says, we're getting a lot of questions about the winter break change and if it will be shortened next year.
So our calendar is out for the next 3 years, which is good, and we do that so that families can plan and they have access to the information. I think this year was unique because we had both the Christmas holiday and the New Year's holiday on a Monday, which impacted the days that we got out. We are back to a 180-day school year, but the next 2 years feel more like a solid 2 weeks. But we encourage families to go look under the calendars tab and take a look so that they're able to plan accordingly.
Okay, calendars for the next 3 years are already out. Okay, this next question is, what are they doing to stop drugs being used in school bathrooms?
So we have recently installed vape detectors as part of our camera system that can detect vaping. I think that, of course, is more of an investigation or a preventative manner. We are also educating kids on the long-term impacts. We take these accusations very seriously. We investigate all of them. Having the updated cameras that principals and assistant principals can access on their phones is really important, and we're hoping that presence during transitions, partnerships, also student leadership. There's kids that want to know how they can help too, and just telling the truth about the long-term impacts and having a general awareness. But we're also layering on the technology as it comes out, and that includes those vape detectors.
I like the idea of the app so that the administrator is not having to be stuck at their desk looking for something. And they can be quick. Doing whatever they need to do.
It's not an hour-long investigation. It's readily accessible.
All right, this next question is, are they looking into getting electric school buses?
So our board has passed a policy towards energy efficiency, and part of that is looking at school buses. So that's also going to be a state level decision. Most of our funding for school buses comes directly from the state, and right now that's more for yellow school buses that we see on the road every day. But more and more environmental groups are making grants accessible. As we know, our city's gone to electric buses. I think we have to look at the long-term impacts of the charging stations, the maintenance, what it takes, what it costs to get them. But we are paying very close attention to it. It's been part of our Board of Education's legislative agenda, and I expect that to stay true.
All right, this next question is, how does the curriculum connect to the school's standardized testing?
So our state sets the standards, and the curriculum has to check the boxes of the standards. For example, the state says that 4th graders will understand and be able to apply ratios and proportions to the real world context. So our curriculum has to teach ratios and proportions and how you apply those in real world context. So while there's multiple options for curriculum, the standards are the standards. The test is written based on the standards, and so we have to make our decisions about curriculum within those guidelines.
And be able to make sure that they know what's going to be on the test, but not only just teaching the test.
Yeah, I think what we want is for students to be successful in the world, and we want them to be able to take what they're learning and apply it in real world context. And so when you teach for mastery of a standard, that's what you're doing. So the student doesn't just know it for a test, but they know how to use it when they're faced with a complex challenge or they're making a recipe.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so remember, we are taking your questions. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back with one last segment in the